Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy, Golden Falls, Golden What If, whatever you want to call me, back at it again with a new What If. What if Tanjiro was able to use Chakra? A little Demon Slayer, like ex-Naruto, you know what I mean? Alright, I'm not going to waste any of your time. We're just going to get right into the story. So the story all starts with a young boy by the name of Tanjiro, beloved by everyone because of his childish heart and supportive of everybody in the village, from the village to his family. His family lives in the mountains, and they would send him down to the village to basically sell coal for money. The landscape is just covered in snow today, with a very ice cold breeze. Tanjiro telling his family that he wants to give them an amazing new year. He decides to leave and sell coal to the village and hopefully get enough money to bring back a bunch of goodies for his siblings. And making it to the village, everyone is happy to see him. Tanjiro, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? I'd love to buy some coal from you, Tanjiro. Can I buy coal from you? So yeah, he goes to the village and he basically sells out all his coal. And then through basically hours of him just helping other people and so on and so forth, he basically sets off to go back home. And then eventually night is about to approach, and the old man Sabiro, I think it's Sabiro or something like that, basically tells him to stay with him for the night to avoid man-eating demons. And Tanjiro, completely confused, baffled at the fact that what are you talking about, man-eating demons? There is no man-eating demons. I'll be quick, I promise. And he's like, no, I promise, it's okay, just stay here for the night, and then you can go off in the morning. So he agrees, and he decides to just go to sleep. Then that next morning, he wakes up, and he starts climbing the mountain, and he begins to smell something. He's like, what is that smell? Is that the smell of blood? And then he reaches his household to see his whole family dead. Everyone dead, and he's running around looking for anybody that's alive. And he sees his little sister, Nezuko, and he's like, Nezuko, what happened here? What happened, Nezuko? And Nezuko, seeing that she has some life in her still and can feel her pulse, picks her up and starts carrying her and running down. And he's gasping for air. He's like, I can't stop now, but the cold's freezing my lungs. I can't breathe. And he just keeps running, and then eventually he stumbles and falls off the mountain and lands in the snow. And he's like, oh my god, thank god this snow's here, or I would have been done for. Then out of nowhere, Nezuko just heals all her wounds and tries to eat Tanjiro basically and bite him. And Tanjiro grabs his hatchet and puts it in front of his face, and he's like, Nezuko, what are you doing? Snap out of it, Nezuko. What are you doing? And he realizes that Nezuko, she's a demon. And then this man, this person that's in this half and half outfit, and he has this black hair, just dashes in and basically kicks Nezuko. And Tanjiro's like, no, don't hurt my sister. It's Nezuko, my little sister, don't hurt her. And Tomioka is basically telling him this is not your sister anymore, kid. This is a demon. And I'm here to kill demons. And Tanjiro basically starts protecting Nezuko, and he's like, kid, move. This is my job. I gotta do this. There's no other way around it. And Tanjiro's basically I won't let you. I won't let you hurt my sister. So he basically tries to attack Tomioka, and obviously he just completely whiffs. Tomioka's skilled, obviously, and he's thinking I have I have to somehow beat this guy. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So he decides to grab his hatchet and get up, and Tomioka's kind of like, is that the best you can do? Like, come on, man. Like, you want to protect your sister, right? Like, you want me to stop me from killing your sister, right? And Tanjiro realizes that Nezuko's like in his arms, like basically like Tomioka grabbed her, and he couldn't even see it, and he's just baffled at the power that this guy's like portraying. And he's like, how'd you grab her? And he's like, you want your sister back, right? Then come at me. And Tanjiro basically runs back, grabs a rock, starts running around the trees, throwing the rock, and obviously like this rock doesn't hit him, and then Tanjiro charges with his hatchet, but then he gets knocked out. But then out of nowhere, the hatchet came from above. It almost takes Tomioka's head off, and Tomioka's like, whoa, like that actually almost killed me. And he's like wondering, like, dang, this kid's smart, like seriously smart. And but meanwhile, like Tanjiro is just knocked out, and Tanjiro realizes and wakes up, but like in this very dark and gloomy area, and he's like, what's like, where am I? Where's the guy that took Nezuko? Where's Nezuko? And he kind of just walking around, and like he's like, what's this water underneath me? I'm just like, he's like walking through water. It's like this, like he's in his subconscious, and he sees someone in the distance. He sees a man with a white looking robe and spiky hair with like, it looks like little horns, and this red thing in the middle of his forehead with these like black like orbs floating around him. And then the man speaks, and he goes, hello, Tanjiro. My name is Haragamo Otsutsuki, but of course you can call me the Sage of Six Paths. And then Tanjiro is just like shocked. He's like, what is going on? And the Sage of Six Paths basically tells him, like, I'm the living embodiment of your chakra. This might sound weird, and it might sound odd, but because this world doesn't have chakra in it, and from the world that I was once in, that's why I'm within you. I am the living embodiment of your control of chakra. And Tanjiro just shocked, like, wait, I have so many questions, like, what's chakra? Like, what are you talking about? And he's like, I cannot tell you that much now, but I will soon reconnect with you in the future to expand on this power you hold. He's like, Tanjiro, do your best and stay alive. And then Tanjiro just wakes up and is like, like, what happened? And he looks, and he sees Nezuko like knocked out on the ground next to him, and he's like, what are you gonna do? Kill us? And then Tomioka looks at him and goes, no, kid, I'm not gonna kill you. He's like, you showed something extremely promising. I want you to train with my master. Yes, kid. I want you to go train with my master Orokodaki in the mountains. I will tell him about you. All you need to go is to those mountains and find him. He will teach you. He will mold you into something that can protect your sister. Just remember, you cannot let your sister eat or kill a human. If that ever happens, you will be forced to make the hard decision to kill her. Tanjiro just sitting there in complete awe and like, and thinking, is this guy really giving me a chance here? A chance to save my sister? Tomioka basically looks at him like, the rest is up to you, kid. He's like, I gotta go. And Tomioka just leaves, and Tanjiro just completely shocked gets Nezuko, and they begin to leave. And he obviously goes by that little barn area that he does in canon, and he gets a little basket and some straw, and puts her in the basket so that they can move up to the mountain safely. And then as they approach, nighttime strikes. So he lets Nezuko out, and they begin just walking up the mountain. And he begins to smell blood again. And him just like panicking, like, oh my god, like what is up there? And they see a demon feasting on humans, on these humans in this house, and he's like, like I have dibs on these humans, like get out of here, these are my humans. And the demon looks behind him and goes, are you even demons? I know this one is. And he points at Nezuko, but you don't look like a demon to me. And Nezuko's sitting there just like drooling out the mouth, like because of like the humans and the blood. The demon charges at Tanjiro, but Tanjiro is like just able to evade, and they begin like basically like a brawl. And Tanjiro barely able to keep up, like he's getting put on the back foot, and eventually he finds a slight opening and chops the demon's head off with his hatchet and throws it at the wall, or at the tree. And then he's like basically gasping for air. He's like, oh, thank God, I did it. And then he sees the body of the demon stand up, and the eyes open of its head, and the body charges at Nezuko and tries to fight, and Nezuko and him and the demon basically get into a fight, while Tanjiro's trying to fend off the head of the demon with like its little like legs and arms sticking out, and barely able to beat it. He finally succeeds, or that's what he thought. And the body strikes him in the back, kicking him. And Tanjiro seemingly goes unconscious, and he's back in the mindscape. And the Sage of Six Paths looks at him and goes, you're in a bit of a predicament, huh, kid? And he's like, yes, I am, obviously. He's like, look, this is what I can do for you. I can teach you a secret technique that very few people know. It's called the 8 gates. It's not going to be easy to learn, and I can only teach you the first gate right now. But it might be able to get you out of the situation that you're in. And he's like, whatever it takes, like, I don't know. And he's like, you are in the mindscape, so you won't feel any strain here, but you will feel the strain out there. So just be ready for that after you're done. And he basically teaches him how to open the first gate while he's in the mindscape, because the mindscape isn't really malleable with time, or at least it's slowed down in that sense. And Tanjiro wakes up right before the demon's about to bite his face off, rolls, and he activates the first gate. And then Tanjiro, kicking the demon, launches its head at the tree, and it basically cracks in half. Tanjiro's looking at it like, oh my god, my strength. And then he like winces in pain. He's like, oh, and he can feel the strain on his body. And then as the body from behind grabs onto Tanjiro, and Tanjiro is struggling to like get it off of him, and he basically throws it at the tree as well. And then here comes Urokodaki, the master of Tomioka, slices into the demon to get it completely off of Tanjiro, and then they burn it alive, and the demon just perishes. And then Tanjiro looks at him and goes, "Are you?" And then he's like still wincing in pain. He's like, "Ugh, are you Urokodaki? Are you the one I'm supposed to be looking for?" And he's like, "That's me." And he's like, "Get ready for the most grueling training of your life." And he looks behind him and he goes, "A demon, huh? That's your sister?" And he goes, "Yeah, that's my sister." He goes, "Just know that if she gets out of line or tries to even hurt us, I will have to kill her." And Tanjiro basically looks at him and goes, "I know, but I promise she's never hurt a human, and she never will." "Good, kid. Now let's start your training." And that's where I'm going to end this part 1 of what if Tanjiro was able to use Chakra off. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. And comment any suggestions you may have for this what if, or maybe just for any other what if you want me to do. I appreciate the continuing support. This has been really fun. I hope everybody has an amazing day. Peace out.